That's right. Good to see each and every one of you good folks on the live tonight. Share that emoji button, smash that emoji button, share the live. Got some ways to go, folks. Down the road we go. We got some ways to go, good folks. We got some ways to go. Share the live, smash that emoji. But good to see all of you on the live already. Siobhan McDonald, we see Donald George is here too. And all the other folks running us on social media, we're happy to have you folks here with us. As I said, share that live. We got the bell to bring you in. Charles Nelson, how you doing? Welcome, Charles. Wilma Grant and Vincent. Marvin Garber, we see you there as well. And Debbie Apple, good to have you here. Finel Innes. I see Mario Bell is here. Seborn, Andrea, Abida. Good to have all you good folks on the live tonight. Pace and power, good folks. For pace and power. We got a lot to share with you folks tonight. A lot to share with you folks tonight. So we're happy that you guys are here. And we're happy that you folks are well from the many places you're joining us from. Good to have all of you on the live tonight. Pace and power, good folks. As I said, we are happy to have all of you on the live. On the live. We got a lot to share to you. We are ready to go. Fired up, good folks, and ready to go. Let us know if you guys are as well. We got to open a set. What's happening there in Bartica? Good folks, the Bartica people ain't taking nonsense. The Bartica folks said we are not taking nonsense. Projects are happening. We know, we want to know what is happening. We need to know, and we have to know what's happening in our township. We're just being placed as placeholders around this council table here. We got to know what's happening. We got to be consulted. That is what the folks at Bartica are telling us this evening, folks. That is what they're telling us. And folks, good folks around the country, around the world, that's where we're coming from this evening. And that's your open. Take a look and take a listen to what transpired at the Bartica Town Council meeting just today, folks.
The council to do their job. The council belongs to everybody. All of we portray one Guyana, but there's no one Guyana here. There is no one Guyana. They're coming to that I'm the constituency, records constituency number 1. A sign was placed there stating one Guyana. Does one have a new meaning? Does one have a meaning? That means it's one-sided because we don't know about that. There is far more important things to be done in Bartica other than that junk that is placed here. And I know it's millions of dollars spent for it. So I want to know where the money comes from to build that. It is in my constituency and I know nothing about that. Right now, it is a traffic hazard. Indeed. And God forbid, whoever put together should be the first person getting the accident here because you are too damn disrespectful in this place, man. We all feel it's dumb here or something there on the side of this table. We are born and bred Bartica. None of us here came. None of us here, my grandparents, my parents, everybody was born here. We have love for Bartica. You can't come here and love the place more than we. We have love for Bartica. We have a right to know what is going on and to make an input. And at this moment, I wish to reiterate that we are not going to accept that. Either the town council get it right or something's going to happen. Something we have to go and protest. We're going to do that. The people of Bartica is in their need of play area, grounds. We don't have that. And do people have the gumption and the temerity to put a building there? Something wrong with somebody common sense. The ego more than the sense as far as I'm concerned. The ego and the talking about development, y'all need to change the one day on the slogan. Need to change it. And put PPP slogan because basically it's y'all alone doing everything. And I don't have no sorry or whatever for whatever I'm saying. I'm very angry about this nonsense. All of you boys think Tom Council. Don't put Tom Council, put Tom Clark and PPP. Don't put the head in a Bartica Tom Council because we are not a part.
Because the consultancy is not being done with us properly.
I am not against a multi-purpose building or whatever it is. Bartica is a growing community. We can central everything in Bartica. Out in this little square, Bartica is a growing community. That ground is there. What happened to our children in the area? That ground is there, want outdoor. I have my grandson and I live in that area and I would want him to go on that field and play. We could have that comes from the lack of consultancy. If you had consult with the people, then you would have known that you could have looked for some other area to put that. I'm totally against that building going on that field. I am totally against this. Consult with the people and find out. Talk to the people, get their sentiments, then we would know what to do and what not to do. The people in the area, everybody complaining about that building is going up there. If you had meet with the people and discuss, you would have known. I'm totally against it. They had other areas. That's why we had lands on Bartica. We had reserved lands all over Bartica for things like these. And they gave away all the lands. All those narrow-sighted people that gave away all the lands. We had reserved all over Bartica for projects like these. And what happened? They gave it out. Now they want to force everything in this little square. Spread out the thing, Bartica is a growing community. Spread it out, look for land further up in the line somewhere and put the trap. Put the building or whatever. Everything they want forced down in this little square. Same thing consultancy with the one Guyana sign. That's a traffic hazard. Whose idea was that? You have to go straight out to the road before you can see the traffic that is coming in that direction. And because the lack of consulting with people is causing all these things, we should not have been sitting here today to discuss that building on the Mugwipper place. You know, we had consultancy. This nonsense and we need to stop this now. If we're looking at developing Bartica, let us develop Bartica as a people, not as a one-sided affair. Like if it's your house you're on it, and your family, this is a community. And you need to discuss with the people in this community before you get anything done. Anything. This is not your house. Or any one of us house. This is Bartica and Bartica is the people. And we need to consult with the people of Bartica before we get anything done. I want to grow here. And I want development for you. But not like that. You can't just go occupy a field where the children can be playing. Or have the outdoor sports. Indoor you're looking at a lot. You give away all the lands, then you're trying to force everything in this one little square. That is unacceptable. And I don't care how I reach in top bottom all over for the building there. You can't be grandson that play for the land. If darling people here are children and grandchildren, I care about my own. And you have to play there. The area comes in the area, that land is for the people in the area, children in the area. That's why the last meeting when you talk about development, I make sure to tell you that. I said that land is the people place, they pay a field. And anything doing there must be consulted. I same nonsense all over the place. I said the crap. You gotta know what people need. You gotta ask them. You can't just decide what they want. Central government has and I'm gonna decide what we want here. We got to know what we want here. And all these narrow-minded people who we got dealing with. Nonsense, man. I fed up with this crap. And then people come tell me I show court and everything. No show court. I don't show court. I see that thing I call a spade a spade. Nonsense. If you're doing right, I support you. If you're doing wrong, I can tell you about it. And I can do something about it too.
Alright, that's it. Dr. White.
Stand here to you. I am gravely disappointed of the lack of communication, the ignorance that is being meted out at our Bartica Council and council meetings. Making representation on the people of constituency 3 as it relates to the Mugwipper Hill ball field. There is a structure that is being erected right now on that ball field. Constituents know nothing about it. Nobody knows what is going there. However, when asked the mayor about it, he has nothing else to say that central government decided that that building must go there and that we should have known of it from the newspaper. Is that democracy? Should the central government be deciding what our people need, what residents of constituency in Bartica? They should be consulting with residents, asking them what they need, where they think these things should be placed, and definitely not on our ball field. Our children right now are suffering at this moment as it relates to sports. because there are no proper field for them to go to. Instead of them developing our area, ensuring that they have a proper field, and the Mongrel football field has the potential for that, none of that is being done, and it's very disappointing. I am speaking here as a voice of the people of Constituency 3, Bartica, and Region 7 at large. I am not speaking against us having a multi-purpose center, a sports center, a building, a structure, but what I'm saying, it is in the wrong location. I propose, and I told council that I propose a synthetic track for that area, for that ball field, a swimming pool, and other possible suitable sporting activities and center. But we need to embrace outdoor sports and ensure that it's okay. But putting a center directly almost in the middle of Mongrel field is unacceptable, especially without consulting the people of Bartica. Bartica deserve better, and democracy must be respected. And it is being disrespected in that aspect. And my freedom of speech and speaking to the council about what is happening in my constituency is being taken away, as you can see in the previous video. I'm asking to represent my people, and the mayor is telling me that I cannot speak now, and the matter has been exhausted. Matter cannot be exhausted as it relates to speaking for the people. I'm here for you, and I will speak until things are done for constituency and Bartica at large. We deserve better, Bartica. We deserve better.
Yeah. Bartica Town Council today, good folks. Welcome to our broadcast. That was the opener, folks. Is it one Guyana or is it one-sided Guyana? You decide, good folks. You decide. You can't have projects happening and people don't know. What kind of story is that? What kind of thing is that? Things happening and people don't know? Huh? Come on now, folks. The Bartica Town Councillors representing, and I love what that last councillor said. Love what she said. You can't tell me I'm exhausted and I'm representing my people. Don't do it. You cannot say to me my time is exhausted and I want to speak for my people. Cecilia Stobie, Candy Deline Inderji. Don't tell me that. Brenda Bradford, Patricia Fraser, Rena Cummins, and all the other folks. If you share the live yet, you're wicked. Chanel Smith Daniels, I see you there. If you yeah, they got some infrastructural problems in Bartica as well. We're going to be focusing on those. We are going to be focusing on those. Is one Guyana, or as the councillor says, is a one-sided Guyana. I more think it's the latter. You see? I more think it's the latter. Don't come around with funny, the Jagabas and the transcripts. Because those and the cricketers, don't do it. Don't do it, folks. Please and thank you. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's what we're saying. Don't do it. Madness in this place. They didn't even qualify to run a corner shop. This whole country they want to run. A whole tongue. Folks, we are not having it. We said what we said, and we said it. How we wanted to say it. Full stop. Well, welcome to the broadcast, folks. That was the Bartica Town Council there. That's the opener tonight. Folks, we're happy that you guys are here with us. Good to see each and every one of you. Wendy Stevens, let's touch on some other news. Before we circle back, we got the fight card set, folks. It's set. The fight card set. Good to have all of you folks on the live. You all know how we said. Good to have you all. Watch your friends you keep. I can finish the show right here. Watch the kind of friends you all are keeping, folks. Please and thank you. Friends gone to nothing now, you know. Friends gone to nothing now. Nothing. Watch the friends you keep. See? Will and Jada. Father of his mercies. It gets worse. Let me watch nothing from them now. Y'all just act the movies and let me enjoy it and finish the story. I ain't want to hear nothing about the personal lives. Them happening with some of these temples in Trinidad. Religion on the attack, more downhill story. Yeah, more downhill story. Then we get Eddie Grant. Well, he gonna redeem us certainly. He gonna redeem us certainly, folks. He gonna redeem us. Please do, Eddie Grant. Redeem us. Fires of the PPP. My God. fires of the PPP. Fires. We got a couple things. We got a couple things in the fight card. We got to cover, folks. You're gonna want to share the line. You're gonna want to smash that emoji button. Partner with us as well, good folks. Unfortunately, we don't run out of water. Partner with us as well, and here's how you can do so.
Want to keep getting the best in the ring?
Let's fight.
Yes, you can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $in-the-ring592, Zelle and PayPal in-the-ring592 at gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 627-6963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments. Want to keep getting the best in the ring?
Let's fight.
Yes, you can help us to keep going by partnering with us through your contributions. And it's easy. Send us a daily, weekly, or monthly donation, whichever is most convenient to you. Cash App at $in-the-ring592, Zelle and PayPal in-the-ring592 at gmail.com, or WhatsApp us on 627-6963 for how to contribute via MoneyGram and Western Union and for MMG payments.
Yep, that's how you folks, you good folks, can partner with us. And folks, we want to let you know as well, you're looking for a good justice of the peace, a commissioner of votes to affiliate. We want to recommend the Alistair Collins firm. Good folks, for all your documentation. A fantastic team, fantastic staff down there, the Callion Mall on the ground floor on Lamha Street between Camp and Waterloo Street in downtown Georgetown. Please and thank you. We recommend them highly. We recommend them bigly, folks. We recommend them bigly. Let's catch up with some of what's happening around the world, in the Caribbean. Then we circle back, of course, to the 592. Good folks, Patricia Fraser, Ascrit, we see you there. Shondell Moses, Dara David, Seymour George is here too. Edward Brooms, we see you as well, Edward. We're ringing the bell for all of you fantastic, beautiful folks out there. And I met one of them today, my sister. Thank you so much for your love, your kindness, and your generosity as well. Who don't know? My sister from Sophia. Good to have you on the live. A daughter from Durban Street. Good to have each and every one of you on the live tonight. And thank you guys for your immense kindness and your generosity. Here's some what we're tracking, folks, around the world. Jada and Will, just keep acting like we want to hear nothing else. I ain't want to hear nothing, but hear this now. Hear it a little bit. I know the whole thing. I know the whole thing, folks. Like I don't hear nothing. Like I fed up with them. The personal lives. Just give me the acting. I ain't gonna hear nothing else. I'm fed up now. I'm fed up now. They're getting a little jagabatical. I know the whole thing, folks. I know when it started. I knew when it finished. I just didn't want to say nothing. So y'all know Jada Pinkett Smith got this book out called Worthy. Right? Called Worthy. Well, Will Smith is now responding. Remember she said they've been living a lie all this time, pretending they're a happily married couple, and they've been separated for many years now. Many years now. Some people live in all kind of circumstances, all kind of situationships, all kind of entanglements. People are living under, So she's got his book out. She's been making the rounds. The book's got to sell. Money got to make. He's in a big house and son is come running on water. So why do you think we must run on water? Both got for sell. So he has come out now. He says to support his wife, but I thought the divorce. But like I confused now. That's why I say, just stick to the active, folks, because like I can't take too much more. It's getting too confusing. And he said, reading this book, reading his wife's book, kind of woke him up. That he has now realized she's more resilient, clever, and compassionate than he understood. Jesus. So they're back together? I don't know how to. Good folks, I don't know how to read these things. So they're back together? He says she's more resilient, kind, compassionate than you understood previously. He added, and this is the Independent, UK publication, he said, when you've been with someone for more than half of your life, a sort of emotional blindness sets in. So he was blinded that they were divorced all this time. And you can all too easily lose your sensitivity to their hidden nuances and subtle beauties. Pack of bull crap if you ask me. A pack of nonsense if you ask me, folks. Let's just move on. You all act, we come and watch the movies, and let me move on. You see? Let me move on and live in peace and harmony. Let me move on and live in peace and harmony. So much for that, folks. So much for that uproar in Trinidad. What's happening with some of y'all? What's happening with some of y'all? Leave the people things alone, man. The thing don't concern you. The thing don't concern. Leave it alone, man. Oh, shucks. Breaking down the people temples in Trinidad and Tobago. You know? It's very jagabatical behavior. The Foreign Affairs Minister, Dr. Emery Brown, has come out to condemn it. Independent Senator Diarup Timal has come out to condemn it. You know, we saw also Tim Gopi Singh join in condemnation. Leave the people things alone. Folks, if you believe who you're serving is the one true living God, fair enough. Right? But leave other people thing alone. Please and thank you. Leave it alone. I can go in their temple and quietly call in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. I'm already persuaded in whom I believe, and nothing anybody else can do or say could offend me. Right? If I got a God, he can come out and fight on my behalf. They go breaking down the people place. Stop that foolishness now. Right? Stop that foolishness now. Condemnation across Trinidad as one temple was destroyed. Very jagabatical behavior. We can't all agree on everything, but at least we can agree to respect each other's boundaries religiously. Come on now, folks. Come on. Call on your better angels. Call on your better angels. I beg you all. Call on the better angels, folks. Well, you all know 125.92. 125.92, folks. It's trouble. Trouble in the dance. 125.92. Who with me tonight? Who is sharing live? 2,600 of you watching us live. When did we get like that, man? We're so grateful, folks. 2,600 of you. We're so grateful. Oh, yeah. We come home now. We come home. 2,600 of you. We're so privileged. Good folks. We're so privileged. Look at what we're following. It's not everything is some pace and power. Guy in his own. Eddie Grant is home at the moment, folks. You know, he's made a career as a singing musician, songwriter. Good life too. Good life in the UK. Good life. Well, they've emblazed in his image on one of the Trans-Guyana planes. And the young artist was on hand, Ransford Simon. He was on hand when Eddie Grant signed on that beautifully painted painting there. I was almost going to say effigy, but I think I'm going to be wrong. Sign his name there. I like that. If ever we own our own airlines, we must have our heroes like that. You know? Not people who start singing yesterday and it's a one-hit wonder. Not yet. You got to hold on. Right? Not yet. We ain't got to hold on. Right? Don't put him yet. So we want to say congrats to one and only Eddie Grant for all his successes. All that is, all that was, and all there is to come. And this young, fantastic artist, we got some good people in this country, folks. Ring the bell one time for Ransford Simon. We got some fantastic young people. All we got to do is create the enabling environment for them to flourish and see them blossom. And that is why what happens around this country is of interest to us. If you're taking away the play fields in Bartica, you're taking away the ball fields in Linden, how we going to know if we got a Pile? How we going to know if we got some other, track star or something like that. We got to create that enabling environment, and then we got to unleash them on the Caribbean, unleash them on the world, and see them flourish. Please and thank you. I think I've said enough. That being said, good folks, moving on. Moving on down the line. Spotted. Y'all don't tell Lumumba though. Spotted. Y'all don't tell Lumumba. Remember, he got a weakness to pinkness. If you know who we're talking about, Lumumba, you're too young in this business called politics. Still got my accent. I'm working on the ticket money slowly. You're too young in this business called politics. If you don't know who's Lumumba, spotted folks, pink dolphins, spotted in the Rupununi. This country got so much resources and wealth. Some people only get dolphins, you know. We get dolphins. We got new AFC. We got the biggest eagle. You know, we got Jesus mercy. We're such a blessed country. Y'all don't tell Lumumba we got these dolphins. I'm begging y'all. Y'all, he's a man, special dolphin. Abida, Bella, Rami, Carol. Y'all know he's Bantu King. Who don't know? Who don't know? Lumumba special dolphins. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember? I happy getting rid of he. I happy we getting rid of he. It's when to share them going, man. It's when Barrett going. Don't tell Lumumba be spotted because he can do that. They said, let's see a play with he. Head in there. Folks, pink dolphins. Pink. You see? It's one of the rare breeds and species of dolphins. Pink. Right here in Guyana, we got coal, diamond, bauxite. We got a lot of crosses too. Like the PPP. A lot of crosses, but we're a blessed country. You know, we're a blessed people. And you know what? There's enough for all of we. There's enough for all of we. You know, gold and diamond. I ain't say oil and gas yet. I ain't bring out the big guns yet. Pink dolphins. Yep. Pink dolphins. Pace and power. We are such a blessed country. Set of crosses here too. Deal with them. Every day we got to deal with them. Set of crosses. Well, you hear what I tell you? You see what I tell you? Here we go, folks. The accident report for today. What I can tell you? The accident report for today. I fed up of it. Jagabatical. Since August 2nd, 2020, is one Pocatoy to the next. August 2nd, 2020. Let's call it one Pocatory to the next. Every day, people get knocked down in this country. Like some flash getting sent me. Just like that. I'm walking on the fence now. That's how pregnant boy. I am walking on the fence. Folks, Houston today. I said last year a truck. You know it's not easy to topple one of these bush trucks. Right? We concise the language. We don't know these things. This, that brand German made a bush truck. We just get straight to the point. Right? Straight to the point. No foreplay, straight to the point. Bush truck. You know it's not easy to topple one of these trucks. Something on that East Bank corridor. High up and lash on this truck on the road. What happens? Just like that, folks. Just like that. Every day. Road accidents. Guyana has the most, not one, the most dangerous roadways in the world. Bush truck, folks, hold on. If a bush truck on these roads and got it look, Stacey, Leslyn, Collett, Joy, Lester, speechless. Pretty Militia, send a photograph. You're very subjective there. What hope is there for the rest of us? Pretty Militia, Kim Walker, Kwanamingo, Joyce Carter. If a bush truck getting high someone lash down on the road, what hope is there for us? Huh? What hope is there for us? We done with Edith Begins, Joy, Alison Cortez. Huh? It's done, we done with. What hope is there? Just buy a rocking chair now. Sit down by the window. You see? And you call it a life. You call it a life. Signing out. You're gonna frighten the gun. If Bush truck get the high and lash down. How much more you and I? See? Father have his mercies. Father have his mercies in this country. Yeah. Just one of those things we find. Look what else. But look, story here. Look, story. Jesus. When we can start the National Year of Prayer, I'm calling it. When we can start the National Year of Prayer, Father of Mercy. When Bush truck getting hit and lashed down, police vehicle running over people now, folks. I ended the show after this here. When police vehicle coming, you're not supposed to run, but I fight now. I just talking about it and my skin growing. When police vehicle mowing down people, I think this is how I saw news source characterized it. Not a valid, credible place for information. When police vehicle are mowing down people, folks, I feel all is lost. Police vehicle mowing down people. Take a look, folks. And take a listen. Oh, my skin growing as well. If you needed any other proof that God is Guyanese, Marcy Agard, Neon Harding, if you needed any other proof that God is Guyanese, the lady's alive. When the police reverse a vehicle on you and you live to tell the tale, you see, you was meant to live. When Father said you can live, you can live. You and I know when Father opened the door, no man can shut it. And when he shuts the door, no man can open it. It wasn't she lucky day. She was meant to live. But even if that woman was not there, where's the vehicle going into the rail? Like the policeman by book. Folks, like this policeman bought it. You understand? It's not one of the most dangerous roadways in the world. Auntie in the middle of the road, auntie in the corner, going about your business. The vehicle is backing up. He thought he was driving forward. 61-year-old pensioner. They're telling us the driver is going to be charged. I saw 2 persons in that vehicle. You just put the vehicle in reverse and just close your eyes. What madness is this in this country, folks? Huh? Police force can't catch a breath. Huh? I saw Stan Gavai, the PRO for the police, the Guyana police force. Broad smile across his face. I should have smelled God tonight. When you ever come and make up some story now, for save face for the police force, because they got these jagabats and trench crapos to deal with, more down, backing up, you know. Jesus have mercy. It's the village run over somebody backing up. Jumbie boy things. I tell them stop, go Guadeloupe. They're listening. Stop, go Guadeloupe. Nastiness. Jesus, the other side now. Oh, it's in my heart to race. It's in my heart to race. Like I can't take more. Good folks, I can't take more. Oh Lord, we're getting fire report now. This one here got serious implications. Granny made it out from under the vehicle. But folks, a 1-year-old in Wisma wasn't so fortunate. Every day, they got about 13 of us in this country. They got about 13 of we in this country. Every day, 2 get knocked down. 3 die in a fire. Yeah? Folks, it's about 0.6. -6 over here now. I fed up. -6. -6. National Year Prayer. National Year Prayer. Asia Albert. Fire in Wisma. Claim their life. A woman says the kerosene oil stove fell off the stove, and that's it, you know. Just like that. Kerosene oil stove fell off a stove. And that's it. That's it. Investigations reveal, they're telling us, that the victim lived in a 1-flat wooden structure. She was residing there with a 27-year-old husband and 2 daughters, the 1-year-old and the 2-year-old. There's a curtain which separated the kitchen from the bedroom. It was a studio apartment. And on the date in question, Anika was at home with her 2 children. And while the children were playing in the living room, she went into the kitchen to fry some eggs for dinner. She was cooking on a kerosene stove, resting on an old gas stove. She lit the kerosene stove, and as she was about to fry the eggs, the stove fell to the floor. And simultaneously, the oil and the fire from the stove quickly spread across the floor. My God. My God. The 1-year-old child, Asia Albert, immediately ran towards her mother. And by doing so, she ran into the fire. And she received severe burns. However, Anika managed to take the 2 children out of the house safely. Quote unquote, safely. And she immediately raised an alarm. A few neighbors formed the bucket brigade and attempted to out the fire, while the others stood, made video recordings with the cell phones. Right? Asia, young Asia Albert, 1-year-old in this world, left us under such tragic circumstances. Our thoughts and our prayers with our family and that community that rushed in to help. Our thoughts and our prayers with them. Yeah, just like that. The stove fell on the ground. Fire. Father have mercy. Father have mercy. And you know what? I see the fire service put out an advisory, stop lighting damn fires. They said the place is very dry. Don't even park your vehicle, they said, on dry brush, on dry grass. But some people hear it. Folks told us. Listen story here now. Somebody lit some garbage in the vicinity of the Luzignan cemetery. Well, the Balotali dead's there. You see, when you die in this country, you die many times. You could die and you bury it in Lurupantir or someplace else. They flood you out. Right? So there's a second death. And then the flood finished, now it's fire, they burn you out. So you die but 6 times. You can't rest in peace. You can't rest in peace in this country. Take a look. Luzignan cemetery, they said. Started small and then it just took on a life of its own. Yep. Luzignan cemetery. Can't rest in peace in this place. You die, you get buried, then they burn you out. They flood you out. So in one lifetime, you die but 6 times. Can't rest in peace. And as we on that side, Luzignan, folks, we told you about this one this morning, this fire at Monrepo. Is a fire report we still on, you know. Can't really into it. You're safe no way. If you're safe in the cemetery, well, you could tell. Arson is suspected, but 8 persons are now homeless this fire in Monrepo overnight. And the update on this, they said, is that arson is suspected. Right. Shane Blackman has about 9 to win this country. About 9 of us in this country won the Fraser. We lost 3 today. Juanita Emmanuel. 9 of us. Every day, something goes up in flame. Since these boys come in. It's cross, we cross here, you know. Yeah? Angela Jordan. They got Jarawi or something. I don't know. Gloria Part, Joylyn Cook, Stacey and Stone. It's about 7 we in this country. It's about 7 fed up. Are you fed up? Fed up, 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 fed up. With the whole lot of it. That's what I tell you. The whole lot of it, the whole lot, it gets progressively worse. It gets progressively worse. You see? Some people don't want to work, you know. They like the freedom, so they catch the free grant now. 9.3 grams of marijuana she tries to carry in Luzignan prison. But she's in the right place. Let's push her on the other side now. She likes the freedom. Just put Tiffany on the other side now. 9.7 grams of marijuana. She ferrying in. She's smuggling in. She muling in. She likes your freedom. Let's put her on the other side. Somebody got to bring food. Got to bring food for Tiffany now. I fed up with the whole pack of them. Moving along. Moving along, signs of the times, folks. Signs of the times. Greed and envy. And will it ever stop? Amit Singh, 21 years old, lured to a house middle road in the Pennington on the pretext he was purchasing gold. They said wasn't the best friend, was a friend. They did business in the past. I saw. Lured this young man to kill him. Police said they've recovered $7 million+ that was taken from him. They meant to bust up between 4 of them. Folks, what's the company you meet at? What's the company you meet? I often tell you folks of a story, a company I worked with. And when I went on there, a fella pulled me in the corner. A fella named Akash. Who don't know? He pulled me in the corner. Huh? Yeah, he pulled me in the corner. He said, boss man, when the party in your back here and they say, well done, is the soft spot, the feeling for I live to see the day. Akash was right. The soft spot. Right? Some will eat and drink with you. The prophet Bob Marley says, some will eat and drink with you, and behind, they're setting up the friends to rob you under the pretext they want to buy something from you. Folks, this country needs, is the wild, wild west. They said they came at Amit's house. Amit left in his car. And he didn't know what he didn't know. Now, he didn't deal with people, it was animals. Oh, they bludgeoned him to death, wrapped him in a sheet, and left him in a house like he was nothing. God have mercy on their souls. Bring back the hangman, that's what he said. Bring back the hangman. Thoughts and prayers with young Amit's family. What good, Amit? Among the angels. What good? Look, story here now. Father, have his mercies on us. One family is traumatized about how their 8-year-old son and nephew, relative, beloved of their family, passed away. And you know what? The West Demerara Hospital name calling. Folks, the West Demerara Hospital name calling. It calling. And I think we can talk with one of the relatives. I think this is how it's going down. I think we're going to talk with one of the relatives. West Demerara Hospital name call. A lot of names calling. Who vex? They got me side, you side, and they got the truth. West Demerara Hospital name is calling. And I think we can talk with one of the relatives very quickly as we run up to program time. You think it's easy in this place, folks? Huh? You think it's easy in this place? I think we can talk with, I think we have one of the relatives with us. You all think it's easy? Father, have his mercy. My sister, very good evening.
Very good evening to you.
All right, let me make sure we're hearing you. Let me just make sure we're hearing you well. How are you doing? Welcome to our broadcast.
I'm hanging in.
All right. Folks, let me know if you can hear well. We lost young Delon. Pronounce his surname for me. Is it Cyphus?
Yes, Cyphus.
Cyphus. Tell us a little bit about Delon, about the kind of person that he was.
Okay. He was a very humble and plain-spoken young man. He was joyful.
All right, the folks, hold on for me. The folks said they're hearing you very low. Let me see if we have it now. Go right ahead. From the top, tell us about Delon.
Okay, he was a very humble young man.
Mm-hmm.
He was plain-spoken.
Mm-hmm.
He was joyful. He was a joyful little child. Very respectable. Yeah. Was a humble little youth.
Good.
And willing. Very willing.
Excellent. He sounds like the average child. Being brought up well. The family got hopes for him. And then you encounter the system. But we're meant to understand that young Delon, just 8 years old,
Yes.
had his own challenges medically. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, he's a sickler.
Mm-hmm.
He trouble with sickle cell anemia. You hear
Yes.
me?
Go right ahead.
Okay. As much as he had the sickle cell, anemia, he wasn't a sickly child.
Mm-hmm.
He used to move around as a normal child because down to when I send a message to his teachers, them saying he won't be coming attending school again because he passed away Monday morning. They cannot believe. She called and she asked what, how come, and what's the reason how he died. So I explained to her that he was a sickler, and they couldn't believe that because of how he used to operate and, dwell among just like a normal child.
Mm-hmm.
The only time you will really see him like sickly is when you know that the pain is coming on. You will see him lying in his bed. Other than that, you will never know that Delan is a sickler.
So he died on
He
Monday.
always move around.
Go right ahead. Sorry.
Pardon me?
Go right ahead. He always moved around.
Yes, he always move around. So because I am a sickler myself, and certain things, they would say don't do or stuff. So I was like trying to like limit his lifestyle in a sense. Like if he want to go and swim or so, you might don't want to go in there with water or whatever. So, but he would see everybody doing it and he would want to do it. It's just like when you get a couple more minutes, you will see trembling and stuff. But boys will be boys.
Correct.
Other than that, he wasn't a sickly child. But when the pain do hit him, he'll be bawling. He will be bawling.
So Monday, my sister, was that fateful day. Tell us what happened on Monday.
Well, in fact, it was Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday, this incident happened into Monday.
Tell us.
Sunday at the West Demawara Hospital. Well, in fact, he was in and out of the hospital since the 11th to the 15th, and he get admit the 15th at the West Demawara. And on the 18th, he started to cry for a belly pain because he wasn't getting to defecate. So his tummy was like kind of stiff like. Mm-hmm. So he was kind of crying, and it continued because like for 5 days he wasn't defecating. So into the Thursday, now his eyes started to get yellow, and his foot, in fact, he started to get yellow because he didn't really like had like blood or stuff or getting to defecate. So everything kind of like, complicated for him. Mm-hmm. So in between Friday to Saturday morning, his mom take him to urinate, and she saw his urinate like kind of like yellow reddish like, and then she come out back and she told a nurse that was there. And she said, wait till the doctor come and you're going to explain that to the doctor. And she was like, fine. So now, later on when the doctors then come now, he was still like, crying and stuff his tummy. Then one of the male nurse came in and said, don't worry, he faking it. When he see any doctor.
Hold on, my sister. A male nurse comes in, the West Demara Hospital, and there's an 8-year-old faking the pain?
Yes.
My God. What happens after that?
Said don't worry with him because every time somebody come around, then it's when he crying or stuff, saying that when he tummy hurting, right? And then he said, don't worry, he faking it. And then the other doctor now, she was like, he's not faking it. I'm seeing it for myself. And she started feeling his tummy and seeing that his tummy stiff and red. And so, she started checking up right away and started thinking. So his mom said that he didn't get to defecate for the couple days. So right into Sunday morning now, they started checking him and they set out to bring papa for him so that, he could get to like defecate. I went and take the papa, and I'm telling you, I saw my nephew in the pain, but not so severe. Mm-hmm. But you know that he's now well. And he eat the papa, at least some of it, he eat it. I hug him and I kiss him. And I'm telling you, when you see my brother call me Saturday night until Sunday night and said, check and see when is the last day Delan went to clinic in Georgetown. and see the medication. By the time I have to click to them and send it to he said, don't worry. And that was like the Sunday afternoon, sorry. And he said, don't worry, because they said they're transferring him to Georgetown because he have to get blood. And that was like 3 something the daytime. This is 3:30. They discharge him from Best to carry him to Georgetown, this transfer. And we keep calling my brother like all the time, we ain't hearing this ambulance, we ain't hearing this ambulance passing. And we like calling and he getting frustrated. We even carry our car there to take them away from Georgetown to Georgetown. But the same, because he having the oxygen on his nose, he cannot leave. He have to wait on the ambulance. And when one of the nurses run downstairs to look for the driver, they're not seeing the driver anywhere. They keep calling and calling. My brother getting frustrated, and when they calling, because they're calling right next to him, so he can know that they're trying to call for an ambulance. I think they said they come in, they take fuel, they're coming around the corner. I tell you, like for 4 hours, this is nonsense just going on like this all the time.
4
when
hours.
The nurse do go.
4 hours.
Yes.
It takes an ambulance to come from Georgetown, right over the river.
From right over the river, right in the compound, because I think they say it's supposed to be right in the compound. When they do go and check, when the nurse do go back again to check for the driver, he given a car a jump start. And and when you do think it's not he is the driver to drive the vehicle, he's supposed to hand over. So the driver that had to drive the ambulance had to wait until this other person give another vehicle a jump start. While my nephew collapsed 2 times upstairs there, waiting on them to come. Waiting all the time. My brother getting so frustrated that he wanted to run out the hospital with him, but another nurse say you can't leave with the oxygen on the bar, you got to go in an ambulance. And another one, she tried to call somebody with the Martin, and I think this man wasn't a driver, he working in the daytime or something like that. She called, she begged for he for come, and this man come and carry he over. When they reach over to Georgetown,
Hold on,
she
my sister.
apologized.
This is the ambulance that eventually comes after 4 hours?
Yes. And when they do reach the hospital now to think, the oxygen that they have inside in the ambulance empty out of air. They have to go and get another one, the out of air. When they do get one to put inside it, they don't have a crescent to hook it up. They have to leave the compound and go and get one from somebody to fix up the oxygen. There's the nonsense that happened all day at West Demawara Hospital.
So this is like 6 hours later now.
Yes, it just going on, because when I reached the Georgetown, my nephew in the mix. It's still 9 something. My brother called me over and tell me, your nephew the bad, your nephew the bad, and I said no, that you're in the bad, because I think my wife see earlier the morning, right? I said that he good, but me know he collapsed and I kind of think, but because I'm a sickle, right? But when I hear that he gotta get blood, I said, God, I'm going bad, right? Because as you gotta get blood, you think.
So he's at Georgetown Hospital now. What happens next?
Well, Georgetown Hospital, when he meet there, one of the nurses from West Demawara apologized to the Georgetown Hospital, to one of the doctor or the nurse there, and said they apologized to bringing him in this state. And his mom started to behave bad because, for hearing the statement, it kind of like tripped she. because you're telling me some kind of thing there, and the other doctor them say you can't behave, so whatever. But I can say that they try, they try, because after we call and he said I call my sister them and we flash over my brother, we just gone over with the one out, one in, one out, one in. That's all we do all the time. So eventually I'm really breathing on the own, and they put it on the life machine. They do a X-ray, a CT scan, and at West them they didn't do no blood test or nothing at all for know if the blood count low or high. So when they do the autopsy, that's the day.
Hold
They
on,
say,
hold on. Don't go autopsy yet. What happened in the final hours of this young child's life, Delon Cyphers? They're doing these tests and so on. What happens there?
Well, when he reached there, he was unconscious. He didn't know anything or anything because he don't collapse 2 times waiting to go and receive blood at the Georgetown there. So when he reached there now, they tried, and they were trying to find out and reading wherever they give him and these things them. And they were saying something, but they gave him morphine, and the mom said they didn't give him no morphine. They were giving him Panadol syrup and ibuprofen, which he is supposed to use an ibuprofen because the I know for set tablet. I am a sickler and I use diclofenac. That's why it gives me pain. But the thing them you don't use the African doctor told me that when I went to one of them hospital, he said don't use that. And when I go there's always give me when I used to like trouble it severe, they will give me diclofenac injection. So and they were doing sheer wrong up thing all day with my nephew.
Y'all are working a shift system at the hospital to monitor young Delon. Tell us about that moment when y'all are going to learn that is it.
I'm telling you, I'm trying my best. I'm so happy that 3 years now, I'm not troubling with no severe nothing to have to go to that hospital. Honestly, I try my best to use all whatever I got to get right home here. That's why. And I was trying to do the same thing with Delama because he's younger and want to be active as a youth. Want to play football and this and all that though. It tells on him. That's why he had to go down there because we didn't have no other choice.
And so what are those final moments like at Georgetown Hospital for young Delon Cyphers?
Well, what I can say, he wasn't responding or anything at all, so it was very sad because he oh, and another thing too, that he said, Delon, when Sunday daytime when he was crying and stuff, he was like, mommy, I ain't telling them nothing no more. I ain't telling them that I ain't feeling good because they say they don't believe in me. Saying things, and it's by the pain hit him so bad that he come off the bed and go on the ground and start bawling. She start getting crazy because like she's seeing this guy on the ground, like she wanna know where really going, and she had to call the doctor and says where really she's seeing this thing. So then is when they take it into hand, and then is when they call the nurse for the nurse them start to look at me nephew. And then it's when they take it into hand and said it's my serious.
And how does the family, y'all are standing guard, in that sense at the hospital. How does the family learn that Delon has passed away?
The mom was there. They do a CT scan and an X-ray, and the X-ray showing that by he didn't get into defecate, and he really had no like oxygen or whatever for move around blood or whatever. Everything was at one spot. Clad up, and they said that it was like mud like, so that's why he started to get like yellow, and his eyes them they looking yellow and stuff.
Wow.
So
and then he just passes away at the Georgetown Hospital.
Yes.
And do you remember what time that was?
I think was like minutes to 7. I think like minutes to 7 Monday morning. The mom was in shock when she heard it. We didn't even tell his dad. She called me and she told me, which my brother was home crying, thinking that he getting blood at the hospital. Cause my brother was taking it down from the minute he see in the hospital when he keep telling them, let me carry my son with the car, my car they right down, let me carry my son. So he didn't even focus and he even like he just get him at the child. He didn't even see the driver for the ambulance. How he was so
Yeah. I hear you, my sister. I want to thank you and your family for sharing this story with us. I know it's not easy for you all. And you yourself, you're in our thoughts and prayers concerning your own health, ma'am. Thank you so much for sharing the story with us.
Thank you. You're welcome.
All right. That's going to do it for us. Thank you. Folks, you heard it there. You heard it there. Cannot to that. That's the country we live in. That's the healthcare system. People engage every day. But for the grace of God, go I. But for the grace of God, go all of us. Young Delon Cyphers lost his life in that healthcare system, waiting for an ambulance for hours, to go from West Demerara to Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation. Yeah. That's going to do it for us. Take care, good folks.